Irie, unmute, Irie. Shay,
All
get up
right, can you
here.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How you doing?
All right, good. I'm good.
So what you've been in here for a long time. Like before
Mm-hmm.
I ask you a couple of questions, like speak on whatever you want to speak on.
I mean, I like to stick to the topic at hand.
Yeah.
Um, for me, there is nothing wrong with chilling in a parking lot to any fast food, but the issue for me is you ghosted me 2 times. And then in order for you not to ghost me again, I had to call you and let you know, hey, don't you ghost me again. That's strike number one. Strike number two is then after you ghosted me those times and I have to remind you not to ghost me, then you take me to a parking lot as if it's like, oh, last minute, oh, I'm getting KFC. Oh, you might as well come through. So that's the part I feel like a lot of women have an issue with. It's not the parking lot itself. It's the audacity that you, after ghosting me, not even trying to like, if you like me or whatever the case, I feel like it's not even about the first time because that's technically, I mean, that's the first date, but that's not the first planned date. So he didn't like her from Jump Street, and I feel like she would. I kept saying she was desperate because she was. The fact that she, one, had to remind him not to ghost her, two, accepted sitting in a parking lot after he did, and three, then saying, oh, you're going to move in with me within 6 months, and then say something about getting married. I don't know if she did or not, but that's what I saw people saying. So I feel like, and four, accepting a ring that his friend bought. And I feel like that's an issue for me because it's not about the money aspect. There's no time limit on when you have to propose to me. So until you can get the money or even just get a whatever ring for right now, if you're gonna take me to KFC, to a KFC parking lot on my first date, what makes you think I really care about what the ring look like? Like really? What makes you think I care about what the ring look like if I'm really gonna if I accepted the fact that you ghosted me twice and took me to a KFC parking lot? So therefore, the fact that the friend then got the ring was the issue. It was an issue for me too. And like I said, it's the story in its entirety, and I feel like a lot of people was drifting away from it and focusing on parts and pieces. Look at it in its entirety. Now, as far as the women speaking on it, as like on Twitter or whatever, saying their piece, I feel like for the first two slides, for me, didn't feel like it was on, them talking about money because she said, "You got me at it."
All of them were talking about money, Irie. But keep
I don't
talking.
think the first, I don't
I'm
think
about
the
to put
first two was talking about money, but and the only reason why I say that is it's not just about when you say price. For me, I read it as value. Don't tell the world that I was such that I kind of, and I don't even know how the story got put out, but the fact that you made the caption and then it gets put on the New York Times and the whole entire story, that means the whole entire world knows you ghosted me twice. I deal with your crap. Now you get on social media saying I was so easy to get. That's messed up to me. And I feel like also, God forbid a man post me, tell the world he got me at a discount. Exactly. Why would he personally? And her saying do the bare minimum, that has nothing to do with the price. That's about his actions leading up. That's about all his actions. That's not has nothing to do with the day of going to KFC. I mean, it does, but it's the actions, all of the actions. He did the bare minimum. You really well, one, you ghosted me twice. Then I had to remind you, so you didn't make no initiation there. Then you want to meet at a parking lot as if you didn't ghost me. That's on her. Really, I can't even blame Mo dude because that's on her for even allowing that and accepting that. And that's why I called her desperate, because she seemed like she was such in a rush to grab this man and take hold of this man who proved to her, y'all
Thanks for
keep telling us stop going off of words and
the
go off of actions. This man actions prove he didn't like her like that, and she should have took them hints.
Okay, what does the bare minimum mean? Because to some woman, the bare minimum means I need to be taken to hibachi on the first date. I need to be taken to the steakhouse on the first date. And I have been trying to figure this out. Why is it that I just met you and I really don't know you? I don't even know if I like you yet. I just find you physically attractive. And the whole point of this date is for me to find out if we have some sort of compatibility, if this can move forward. But I'm supposed to go all out for you on the first date, like you've been my girlfriend for the past 5 years. Will y'all please make it make sense to me? Why do
Because for
y'all
me,
think? Why do y'all think? Why do y'all think that y'all are that important or that y'all are that
because if you're
special?
going on a date with me and you don't like me like that at first, what's the point of going on a date with me at all then if you feel like I'm not in your future? What's the point of going on a date with me at all if you're not looking to have a future with me? So then in turn, if you're looking at me as this girl can possibly be my future, why not go all out on her on the first time?
I
That
don't.
doesn't make you that doesn't make sense.
How I'm supposed to know? How I'm supposed to know if you're gonna be my future when we haven't even gone on one date yet? So I'm
There's
supposed to.
we
Ivory,
have
Ivory,
these
Ivory. Based off of what you just
we
said,
have these
Ivory,
things we have
Ivory.
these
Based
things
off of what
that
you
were
just
invented,
said,
you know, I don't know how long they've been, maybe 25, maybe 25 years now, but we have these things called cellular devices, right? And we can make phone calls and talk to each other and get to know each other, right? We can text each other, type messages to each other and get to know each other, right? So going on a date has nothing to do with getting to know anybody.
but okay, but okay. I can't wait till Rashad talks because not everyone is like that, Ivory. I'm of the belief
But
that I will get to know you over the phone. But you have people like Rashad. You have other people that they're gonna get to know you on the date. So
and that
so
but
but
see,
but,
for
but Ivory,
somebody like Rashad,
Ivory, I've been knowing you, Ivory. I've been knowing you. I literally just tomorrow's Thursday. I
right?
literally met you last Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even known you for a full 7 days. But
Mm-hmm.
you're telling me that if you already don't see me as being your future woman, why would you take me out on a date in the first place? Come on now.
Exactly.
Come on
That's
now.
the
That doesn't
why
make any
would you?
sense.
It does make sense. Why would you take me out on a date, period, if you don't see a future with me, unless you let it be known that you're looking, that this is just casual, you just want to hang out, or like I said, we live in a new day and age. We not riding horses and carriages and y'all gotta come knock at the door and meet our fathers and all that stuff. We live in a new day and age. There's so much technology. We people have done virtual dates due to the COVID shutdown and everything like that. So there is no excuse to say that you have to have a date to get to know me. So you're telling me I need to go on a date with you to get to know you, but I don't know you like that yet. So therefore, I'm gonna take you to a parking lot and try to get to
Okay,
know you
Ivory.
before I spend my money on you.
Ivory, with the logic that you're using, then if a woman, Ivory is not eating. Ivory about to get ate up. So
I'm really not, but
with
go
the
ahead.
logic that you're using, then if a woman does not see a man long term in her future,
Mm-hmm.
if she does not see him quote unquote to be the one, should she be going on dates with a man then?
No,
Okay,
flat
so I
out no.
good. That's
I don't
cool
think
then.
anybody should go on a date with anybody if you're not looking to date them, period. Like it has nothing to do. And there are some women who do that, but
There's a lot of
me
women
and
who
a
do
lot of
that.
women in the comments, we live in the real world. And I think something that's funny to me that I've been noticing is y'all say, oh, we look up to these women on social media and want to be these rappers, baby mamas, and all this stuff. And I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Everybody on the face of this earth wants to be pampered. Everybody on the face of this earth wants to be rich. Everybody on the face of this earth wants somebody to take care of them. But that's not a lot of people's reality. So me on social media saying, "Oh, I wish I could be like Ari," has nothing to do with my reality. So I also feel like y'all are men, a lot of men are on social media seeing certain women or these Instagram baddies or what have you, then y'all are turning it and triggering it and targeting real world women who don't even think like that.
So Ivory,
That's how I feel. Cause y'all low key
based
are.
off of
You
what you
keep saying
said,
these women, and I've only seen one, Shay, in the comments. She's the only one that I've seen that had that mindset in the comments. But all these other women kept telling you when Sergi was speaking, we was like, yes, Sergi, we agree with you, Sergi. And she was realistic and very realistic with her response. But then that was really kind of looked over. But then the minute Shay came in and said what she said, that one person, mind you, out of the 200 something people that was in here saying agreeing with Sergi, you then said exactly as if she speak for all women. That's one out of all the women that was agreeing with Sergi.
Ivory, Sergi is 42 years old. Sergi is a divorcee. Sergi is very intelligent. Sergi is very intellectual. Sergi is not these bird braid women that are our age that are trying to be Jada, Ari, Tina, whatever their names are. She's not trying to be those women. Okay? Like we're the woman that's our age if you trying to tell me that a lot of the women that's our age is not don't got a lot of them, not all, I never say all. If you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to say a lot of them do not have that mindset, you're not being genuine.
A
So
lot
based
of
off
them.
of what you said, though, really quick, based off of what you said, so to the women in here, you are not to go on dates with a man if you do not see him potentially being your future husband. To the women, to the men in
Okay.
here, you are not to go on dates. According to what Ivory said, you are not to go on dates with women unless you see her being your future wife. I just want to put based off of what she said. That's what y'all need to be doing.
And
So,
let me say
ladies,
this. And
no
if
more
you're
going
gonna
on
do it,
dates. No more going on dates for free dinners and free experiences. And men, no more going on dates all in hopes that you can get some cheeks, or
and
or
let me
even
and let me
possibly
say
get to
this.
know even possibly get to know if you want to continue a relationship with that woman.
And let me say this. And if you're gonna do it, women, don't complain when that man try to sleep with you, and men, don't complain when that woman not gonna sleep with you or she get that free meal, because it's a game, two people playing it. So therefore, if you're gonna play that game, expect to lose, because you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. That's just life.
No, I agree with that. That's why I said a man is a loser if he feels, because that's the thing though, Ivory. A lot of these men feel that they have to take a woman out on a date for like the woman to even consider liking him. So a lot of these men they are going on dates for the wrong reason. So I hope all the men that are going on dates and that's their main intention, I hope they don't ever get any tail from those women. I hope those women continue to use those men. But at
And
the
that's
same
why
time,
they do it, because they're getting away with it.
okay,
It's
okay,
men
but
out
what
there
is the
that's gonna
woman?
do it.
What is
So
the
what's
woman
the point
getting out
of
of it?
so what's the
What
point
is
of
what are you
talking to
getting
them
out
and
of
trying
it?
to get them to change?
What are
What's the
you
point? They're gonna
getting
keep
out?
doing
What is
it.
the woman getting out of it? Why are you wasting your time with someone that you have no pure intentions for either? How broke do you have to be to like want a free dinner
You
or
don't gotta
go
be broke to
bowling?
want free meals, because I'll eat for free all day, every day.
Yes,
If
yes,
you
yes.
know,
But
you don't gotta be broke to
all I'm
want free
saying
meal.
is, no, no.
A
All
meal
I'm
is a
saying is,
meal.
if you do not have any pure intentions for that man, just leave him alone.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Stop, because
I feel you. I feel you
you
on
might
that.
be wasting his time, but you're wasting your own time as well.
I feel you on that, but like I said, a meal is a meal. There's celebrities who go to restaurants who get free meals, millionaires who go to restaurants to get free meals because the restaurant gets something out of that person going to get that meal, and the celebrity gets a free meal. So that's just the way that works. But I also wanted to say, as far as the whole, you were speaking on the first impression thing, and
Yeah.
why does a man have to show out? It's nature. I watched a lot of Animal Planet growing up. Almost every species of animal, what happens when it comes to mating season? The man does a mating dance to impress the women. It's like five men doing this mate birds, putting out their feathers, doing what they got to do to get one female bird. It's nature, but we're humans, and I feel like when it comes to a first date, there should be some sort of standard, because I feel like, me personally, if you put some thought into it and say, hey, let's go, let's go have a picnic, have some sandwiches with lunch meat or whatever, that's thoughtful to me, because you put time into that. But don't just pull up to KFC, you in a drive through, and you got you a darn mashed potato, corn and chicken bowl, and then think of me last second and say, oh, pull up, I'm at the KFC parking lot for the first time. No.
Okay, okay. So okay. Yeah, I respect that. But what I'm asking you, Ivory, is it going to be a bad first impression if he did take you to Chick-fil-A? Y'all both went, you got a number two, he got the spicy, he got the spicy chicken and you got the regular chicken, and then y'all went to a park somewhere and y'all had some Chick-fil-A and y'all talked for like an hour or whatever. Is that a bad first
At
impression?
least take me inside and so we can sit at a table.
Why?
Don't have me in a parking lot.
No, but I'm saying, so y'all can go to Chick-fil-A and y'all can
Yeah,
go to a park.
there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I love Chick-fil-A. If you say I'm gonna take you out to Chick-fil-A, let's do it.
Okay, so he doesn't have to take you to Hibachi. He doesn't have to
No.
he doesn't have to take you to the steakhouse. Y'all don't have to go to the best bar and he has to buy you all these drinks. That doesn't have to happen.
No, because it's about getting to know the person, but at the same time everybody has different expectations and standards. So therefore, if you can look at a woman's social media and come to a conclusion about her just off her social media, kind of like how a lot of men do, she got the nails, the weave, the wig, the makeup, da 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 da, she high maintenance, all this stuff, then you can come to the conclusion that more than likely she's going to want you to take her somewhere expensive. So
Okay, Ivory,
that needs to be known beforehand.
you said it's
You
about
know who you step into and step to them correctly, is what I'm saying.
you said it's about getting to know it's about getting to know the person. So if the man
Exactly.
only taking her out in hopes of getting some cheeks, and if the woman is only going on the date in hope and you know to get this free meal or to
Mm-hmm.
get this free experience, none of them are trying to get to genuinely know each other. Then
Exactly.
okay,
What's
so
the point?
that proves my point then.
Okay, and now what else did I have to say? Because I had to get on my Warner and write some notes. Okay. Um, in this, and I feel like in this situation also too, who was up here talking first? Vic, I think his name was.
Yeah, Vic.
He was saying like, this is why, you know, a lot of y'all women, y'all are single. She, you know, whatever his job title was, whatever the case. I feel like this. Y'all have to stop pretending and acting like there aren't men out here who don't seek mentally weak or desperate women so that way they can have more control to manipulate them and do what they want with them. I felt like this is what happened in this situation. I felt like he saw how desperate she was and said, "Okay, I know I can have my way with her. She's going to do whatever I say and however I say do it." Then you had the nerve, then he moves into her house. Do I agree with that? No, if you live in your house and I live in my house, if we're gonna live together, let's get a house together. That way there's no preconceived this was my house first or anybody getting kicked out or anything like that. You know, I don't agree with that at all. Like I have a boyfriend, we've been dating for over a year. He lives in his apartment, I live in mine. We live separately. When it comes down to now when we move together, yeah, I'm gonna want us to have a whole new apartment or a whole new house that we both of our names are on it and we move in together. I don't understand. Then after 6 months at that, you don't even know nobody like that, really. So it's just like I just feel like this whole situation, she was desperate. He peeped that out about her and he just went with it. And even for his friend to buy the ring, I just felt like that was dumb because there's no time limit on getting married or proposing. So why not just wait until you can get the ring? Or sit if you know that she was okay with sitting in a KFC parking lot with you on the first day after you ghosted her twice, why did the ring even matter?
Ivory, it's all the like you know what's funny is all these sisters they're not taking into the consideration that the woman that actually got married to this man is happily married to this man. All of their opinions should be the opinions that matter, and all the sisters that's giving these opinions is unmarried. But it doesn't matter that the woman that's happily
But
married, whether
it
so what, who cares what you think she don't care about what y'all think about her being that's who she wanted to get married to. She got married to him.
we understand that, but that can go into say then why are you even on this live with that as your background as the topic thing also, because why are we all talking about it then if that's the case, right? If she's happily married, then we don't need to talk about it, we can keep it pushing. We know that
Right?
she if she's happily married, I'm happy for her, I'm glad that she's happily married, but in the situation he posted it on social media. Whatever you post on social media is fair game in my opinion. So when people have
Facts.
opinions and have difference of opinions, that's just gonna happen. People are gonna talk if you put it out there. If had he not said anything, all he had to say was we met
What?
on Hinge, we're happily married. That's it. That's all. But then when he said something that when he added extra, talked too much, and I don't know, like their story was in the New York Times, like I said. I don't know how it got in the New York Times for this whole story to even be in there, but it was put out to the world. So therefore, people are gonna have an opinion on it. So I feel like it's not about having the right opinion or a wrong opinion. Everybody's gonna have an opinion if you put it on social media. That's
Okay,
just
but
it.
okay, so you can say it's fair game, but at the end of the day, if you as a grown adult and you control your own fingers, you're in control of whether you want to comment or add your 2 cents to something.
Right.
And at the end of the day, if you know for a fact that the person or the group of people that you're commenting on don't give a damn about what you're saying, why even waste 2 minutes of your time to add your 2 cents then?
Because if I'm gonna wanna,
You shouldn't have
if I
put it
want
keep
on
to,
scrolling. Just
if I
keep
want
scrolling.
to, I'm
That's their
gonna.
relationship. Let them be
I
happy
understand
and
that.
just keep scrolling. Because at the end of the day, all the sisters that's talking is unmarried. So they just need to shut up and let the woman that's married be happy. Keep
Yeah,
scrolling.
no, you're right. You're totally right. But like I said, the fact that the same way we're all having this conversation, the way that you made this a topic today and made their story a topic today is the same way, is the same logic though. You did this because you wanted to. Those women did that because they wanted to, right? Everybody, I have control of my own fingers. So if I wanted to comment on that marriage, on them and their marriage, I can do that and I will do that. It's not, even if I'm wasting my time. We do a lot of things that we waste time all day, every day, that don't matter. But my thing, as far as saying she's happily married, my thing is this: I will never, ever, ever envy anybody else's marriage. I will never look to somebody else's marriage and say, oh, they have the best marriage, they happy, because anything could be happening behind closed doors. You can put on a smile. I've seen it with my own two eyes. People that put on a front, but behind closed doors, she's getting knocked upside her head. You can put on a front, people call you goals, but in the background, he cheating on her like a dog. So therefore, you shouldn't even look at anybody's relationship and be like, I want that, because you never know what's going to be behind those closed doors,
So
regardless.
this is Noble. This is Mr. Data and Statistics. So black women in America are the least married, have the lowest percentage of being married, and also
Mm-hmm.
have the highest percentage of being divorced. So now when a black woman does get married, it's only black women that's commenting on the manner that she got married in. Instead of just shutting up and celebrating, the fact that she got married, whether you approve of it or not. And the man wasn't pursuing any of the women that's commenting on it. Let's just make it a thing. Let's just make it a thing of how we don't approve of how she got married. We're already the least married. We get divorced at the highest rate, but let's talk about how we don't approve of how she got married instead of celebrating
even though
that another
even
sister
though we're
got
the
married.
least married even though we're the least married and get divorced at a higher rate, that doesn't mean we should just jump up and marry anybody in any certain type of circumstances just to say we have a piece of paper stating that
True,
we're married. That doesn't
true.
mean that.
But who is Ivory? Who is Noble? Who is Jocelyn? Who is Rashad? Who is Nicole? Who is Shay to say how another brother or sister should or should not get married? In what
We're
manner they should
nobody,
get
but
married?
at the same time, who it,
Okay,
but
then. So
at the
let's
same time, if that brother and sister decide to put it on social media, then that's when Noble, Ivory, Shay, Nicole, whoever else, their mama, daddy, and grandma can then say their piece and say how they want to feel on it. That's what I'm saying. There's no point in saying, oh, y'all are not married, so you should have no opinion. No, the point is, if you're happily married, then be happily married. Why you gotta post it on social media then? Why when you know it's gonna be
because
people
she's
that says
happily
something?
married. She wants to share her love to the world. But when a black woman shares her love to the world, it's other black women that's downing the manner in how she came to love. It's black women that are talking down on the man.
Because if there's a situation that if I'm looking at a situation and something smells fishy, and if I love, prime example, if I have a sister, right? I have a sister who is black. She got married. If this was my sister or whoever, or she got married in this type of manner, man goes to her, whatever the case, you best believe I'ma still say my two piece. I don't care if she happy, because as sisters and as black women, if I see value in her and the fact that she has all these degrees and all this stuff, and I feel like she's more valuable than to be treated like that, then I'm gonna say my piece.
Okay. But
And
you're
that's
gonna
just my
say your
point.
piece. But
And
okay, before
I agree
you're
with Ivory.
you're gonna say your piece, but you also know that your piece doesn't mean a damn thing to the people that you're
So
talking
stop
about.
posting it. So stop posting it on social media. And then people
But
won't
the
that's
have.
but
how
the
I
whole
feel. Don't
point
post,
the whole
because
point the whole point of
Don't
social
post it on
media
social media if you
the
don't
whole
want to say
point of
an
social
opinion.
media is to post. The whole
But
point of
then why do
Instagram is to
y'all
post
then
photos
okay?
and have captions on the photos.
Okay. So if a woman is on OnlyFans is happily getting money, then why do all these men almost I
Talk
don't know
about it.
why do
Talk
all these
about it.
men have something to say about it then? Because it's the
Men
same
Right.
way
don't
she posted it on social media. Y'all don't let
men.
women do what they want to do and be happy when it's not on y'all terms. But then
That.
How
when
is
it's on y'all terms, now is just let
no,
them be. Why y'all
no,
gotta
you're
say
Let
wrong.
them
something?
be
Why
You're
do
happy
wrong.
y'all
with their
say stuff?
You're
chicken.
wrong. You're wrong.
Let them
How
be
are all
happy
And
these
with
I'm
their
men?
right.
chicken.
How are
Let them
all
be
these
happy with
men?
their KFC
How are
chicken in
all
the
these
front in
men talking
the
about? How are
ring
all
bought
these
by the
men talking
friend.
about? Hold on. How are all these men talking about only friends when it's men that are the ones that are supporting these women and they're men are the reason that they're making all this money? What are we talking
Oh
about?
God, please,
But
somebody
Noble,
please
Noble,
start
come
the
on, we be in a
music
lot of
for the
lives
man.
together. Let's not act like it's not a lot of men that be on these that's doing exactly what you're doing now. That sit here and talk about all these women. You
Trolling.
just said there's women who want
Trolling.
to be like Jada and Ari and all this other stuff. Y'all
Yeah.
Trolling.
saying these women want to have hair, nails, whatever. Then women posting pictures of their body. We was in Ty's live and the
Oh,
girl
okay.
posted the whole thing with the OnlyFans went on her page, and then she was mad with the way men was coming at her. Y'all, everybody's point was, well, she's posting it on social media. She's making an image of herself on social media. So these men,
Yeah, King.
these men gonna
Yeah.
say what they want to her. It's the same thing.
Okay,
It
hold on,
is.
hold on, hold on. They think
No
they're
one was
getting me
criticizing
because
her. They were
Noble. Hold on, hold on,
criticizing
hold
the
on, hold on.
man.
Noble keeps the same. Noble keeps the same tone and the same energy. He says the same thing every time. I'm speaking for Noble. I'm not speaking for men. Noble
Mm-hmm.
always says that both everyone, men and women, like he was saying the other night on Rashad's platform, everyone can do whatever they want to do at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day. But in this
Right.
life that we live in, there is consequences for everything we do, both positive and negative. So
Mm-hmm.
if you want to be on OnlyFriends, getting piped out and
My
getting
bad for
facials
saying the
and doing
word.
all this other stuff, when men don't want to take you seriously for consideration as a wife, you need to be willing to accept that. When you are on the
Well, when
internet
men take women to
posting, when
KFC on
you
the
are on
first
the
day,
Exactly.
internet,
you
And
need
when
to
post it
you
on
are
the
be
on the
you need to
internet.
internet,
be
when
prepared for
you
us to call y'all
hold on,
cheap.
Shay, hold on. When
Like
you are on the
stop.
internet and you're sexualizing yourself and all you're showing is your body, when men come at you a certain way, when men do
Mm-hmm.
not want to take you seriously for
Yeah.
consideration to be a wife, you need
Mm-hmm.
to accept those consequences.
You need to
Nobody has
accept
never
that you
said
don't got
anything
enough
is wrong
money if
with
you take me
people
to
and whatever they want to
KFC.
do.
Well, my point is in the same way that means that goes for everybody. If a fat person decides to post their body in a bathing suit, they're gonna have to accept the consequences that they're gonna have
That
Absolutely.
people who are gonna talk about their
Absolutely.
fat body. So the fact that
Absolutely.
they posted about their marriage, they gotta accept the fact that there's gonna be
we're gonna have
consequences of
opinions.
people talking about their marriage. That's it, and
But
that's all.
Ivory. I never said nobody can't comment. All I'm
Yes,
saying is
you
that
just did.
no, Shay, let me say
You
what I
did,
said.
Noble.
Oh my
Shay,
God,
all
yes,
I
you just
said, hold on,
did.
Shay, all I said is that at the end of the day, whether you want to comment or not,
Mm-hmm.
that woman and that man are happily married. So
Are they
Right.
happy? Did
your
you know?
comment doesn't even matter.
Do you know that they're happy?
Do I know that they're happy?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
And
So
and that's
move
another side of
along.
the
She's not
spectrum.
happily married after that comment.
Move
So
along. She ain't happy.
Y'all want us to not assume the bad, but then y'all want to assume the good too. So if we're not
Right.
gonna assume altogether, let's not assume. Period.
Let's just not.
Ivory,
So can I
Ivory and
chime?
Shay, my whole point is
What's the
even
point?
just not even pertaining to this situation. My whole
Mm-hmm.
point is, like I said earlier, they don't give a damn about what nobody else is saying.
Okay. And
Nobody
we
is
can
saying
still
on here
have an
right now. So
opinion.
all
It
I'm
don't
saying
matter
is,
if
I'm
they
not
care or
saying you
not.
can't have an opinion. I'm not saying you can't comment. But at the end of the day, just know that your comment doesn't mean anything, and it's not moving anything that person or that group of people have going
It
on.
shouldn't. It
Right.
shouldn't. It shouldn't. What one person eat don't make me shit. So I don't give a damn.
Exactly.
So then what's the then purpose of these
Of this
types of lives
panel,
and these
why we
types of
here?
Because
podcasts and these types of things?
I want to know why black women who are
Okay,
the
here we go,
least
Kevin.
I want to know why black women who make the least amount of money
Oh,
in
you ain't
America
talking to
on
me.
average. I want to know why black women who are the least married
Mm-hmm.
and the most divorced. I want to know
And the
why when
most
they see
educated. Don't forget that part. Because
hold
we
on,
ain't saying in no
okay.
shit and
The
we ain't
most
getting in
okay,
no shit.
hold on, Shay.
Just
The most
understand that.
educated, and make the
Uh-huh.
everything I'm saying is facts right now. You can
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
say the most educated, still make the least amount of money, still
Okay.
are the highest divorce, still
Mm-hmm.
are the less married, and when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to single parenthood amongst mothers, They are second. So
Who first?
so now when a black woman does get married and she's happily married and she's
So
featured in the New York Times, why do black women have so much negative stuff to say about the manner that she got married?
We don't have
why not
because
celebrate? Why not celebrate her being happy?
marriage if it wasn't
I got an answer for you, Noble. I got an answer for you, Noble.
Go ahead and unmute, Rashad. Go ahead and unmute.
The simple answer is because we can. That's it, and that's all. Because we can and because we will. So it doesn't matter. I'm not thinking on an everyday basis. I'm a black woman, right? On an everyday basis, I'm not thinking about, oh man, black women are the least have the least chances to get married. Oh man, we make the least amount of money. Oh man, we have the highest divorce rates. I'm not thinking about that on a daily because we all operate in individuality, right? I'm gonna operate as myself. So therefore, what somebody else may do may not be what I'm gonna do. But at the end of the day, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. So if I want to comment on somebody who's happily married, guess what? I'm gonna do it. Do they gotta care? No. But the same way people, thousands and thousands upon people comment under Shade Room posts, the same way a bunch of men comment and make podcasts about women and their only friends and all this different and the types of and the hair and the nails that they wear. So what? We don't care. You know, it's not going to do anything so then what's the point?
Ivory, 1 second. To Sharon in the comments. Sharon, I grew up with both of my parents. My mother has been married for almost 30 years. She didn't have any of her children out of wedlock. I know, you probably don't have a full-blooded sibling. You probably have all step siblings. Your mother probably did have multiple kids out of wedlock. But don't come in my life thinking you about to get me together or try to use my past the bullshit that y'all be trying to use. You can't even use it against me. Okay, you are probably an older woman. You are probably single. You are probably bitter and miserable, and you don't like seeing young men like myself talk about women respectfully or anything pertaining to women. Okay, so you are going to get blocked and get the fuck out of here, and you are going to go back to your miserable life. Okay, all right, bye, Sharon.
All right, no, but let me.
You ain't have to do all that.
So, that's Noble. That's what he gonna do. You disrespect him, he gonna come for you. That's how he run his platform.
I know he does.
About it.
Go ahead.
But for me, I feel like another thing too. A lot of realistic women in the real world, for me, prime example. You know my story when it come to my boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
How when the first time we met up, what did I do? I filled that man's refrigerator up with food. I got him groceries. I paid.
You paid for his gas and everything.
Yeah, exactly. So therefore, it's not every woman. I'm not looking. Here's the thing: a lot of women who y'all say want these high value or rich men are not even in the vicinity of those rich men to even get them. So why even listen to them or even try to, because like I said, everybody, I would love to be rich. I would love to be taken care of, but I understand that's not my reality. So even if I say it, because I can say that I want to be like Ari, I want to be like Jada. And even then with me saying that I want to be like them, let's not forget, they are rappers' baby mamas, but they on the end, they got something out of it at the end of the day because they do, they do what they do, get their money, especially Jada. I'm not going to speak Ari, but Jada and specifically Jada, she was making her own money before she even got with Lil Baby. So that's not even people wanting to say they want to be like her. That's not the same.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, Shay.
So before I got on here, I mentioned me and other women and how my opinion wasn't valid in the comments. And I just want to know exactly what were you referring to? Because what you just said is exactly what I was saying in the comments. So I'm just trying to understand.
No, I was trying to make a point. I was trying to make a point to Noble because he said when there was a bunch of women in the comments agreeing with Sergi saying that they're regular girls, not going, we not really checking, if we're not checking for a man to take us out to expensive restaurants all the time. Like he said that a lot of women are, he was ignoring those. But the minute you said what you said, that kind of, I guess would prove his point. That's when he highlighted it. So I wasn't speaking to your comment or speaking to what you said. I was making a point to Noble how he pointed yours out and then tried to define that with all women when a bunch of women was just telling him the opposite and he was ignoring it. That's what that wasn't nothing towards you.
I told Sergi specifically before Sergi got off. Sergi always come up here intelligent, as intellectual as she is, and like I said, she's a divorcee. She's 42. She's older. She's more mature. She doesn't have the mindset of a lot of like women in our age range. So what I told Sergi is like, you come up here and say these things, and you're right. And theoretically, this is how a lot of women should be thinking, but that's not the case. And despite what Sergi be saying, a lot of women in the comments be like, no, 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 no.
No, when Sergi was speaking, there was a lot of women. Yes, Sergi, preach Sergi. Yes, Sergi. She's speaking facts. She realistic. I love Sergi. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking. I'm speaking specifically to the women that were in the comments. Is what I'm saying. That none of that was acknowledged. But then, as soon as Shay said what she said, that kind of went with your rhetoric, right? You then highlighted that and was like, see, Sergi, let me just show you what Shay just said. She said she not gonna let no man take, I don't know what she said, but then you was like, see, because women think like that, right? So I do feel like that's what happened. I wasn't speaking to what Shay said specifically. I didn't say that I agree or disagreed, but I was just pointing out the fact that it was highlighted than the other comments that were agreeing with Sergi is what I was saying.
Oh, okay.
But that's why, Shay. That wasn't to what you said, but that was just me pointing out what he did.
Because this fool will troll. First of all, he's on both sides of the spectrum. Let's start there. That's why he got these damn glasses on. He's on both sides of the spectrum. First of all, like you already know women go on dates. Yes, women do go on dates. Sometimes to get fed. Sometimes women are going on dates because they're trying to get to know a person. We're not just out here like, oh yeah, feed me. I got a can outside. Like, I need food. Can you take me to dinner? Like, stop spending money y'all don't have.
Shay,
That's
that's
issue.
Shay, no, it's not.
Like,
Shay,
ain't nobody out here begging for change. Like, please
Shay,
cut the BS.
it's not about Shay. It's not about. Oh, I need food and I'm outside.
That's how you making it seem.
No, it's not.
You know
No,
what?
Shay,
Hold
this is
up.
what I'm making it seem like. Shay, this is what I'm making it seem like. I am just speaking on the woman, just like how a couple weeks ago, Shay, you went on a date with a man that you have
Not
no
taking
serious
that Cash
intentions
App
for
cup.
because you were going to enjoy the experience. And
we are too.
like you say, Shay, like you say, if he wants to be a loser and do something like
I
that.
didn't say that. Don't put words in my mouth.
No, I
didn't say
said
loser.
that. I said that.
Okay.
I said if he wants to be a loser and take you out on a date, even though you don't have
That's what
any
he
serious
said.
intentions for him, he can do that. But all I'm saying is, like Ivory said, because according to Ivory, if you don't have any serious intentions for that man to be your future husband, you should not be going out on a date.
But how would you know he's a potential if you don't get to know it?
That's what I was asking Ivory. It don't make sense to me.
How it don't make sense?
It makes sense because. Can you wait? Am I echoing? Because I just got
No,
an
you're
air
not
fryer.
echoing.
No, you're not
Rashad,
echoing.
Rashad,
Okay,
go
cool.
ahead and talk, brother. Rashad, you've been waiting
You're
a long
not
time.
echoing. Let
Go
Rashad
ahead and
talk
talk,
after
Rashad.
Ivory or whoever. Go first.